hello, and welcome to another Mental Health Awareness Live. You are with Ezekiel. Let me just quickly pop these lights on a second, guys. Bear with me, guys. Just sorting these lights out because I was doing something last night on hot holes, wasn't I, see? Yes. So here we go. These lights are on now. There we go. A bit more light in here. That's what it's all about. So for those of you just joining, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel, yes, and we are doing our mental health awareness live today, yes, where I, Ezekiel, will be talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness. Yes, I am an open book. Yes, I'm literally wearing my heart on my sleeve, and I will be talking about all those topics that I was just speaking about then. So guys, this is a safe space for each and every one of you, remember, to air your views and opinions. So guys, it's all down to you coming in now, guys. I really can't do any of this without you, getting all this awareness out. It's really, really important it is, guys. So we're going to wait for some of these participants to join in. We've already got 2 in this chat already. So I'd really like to thank you guys for being in here already. I can imagine I know who you guys already are, so thank you. So yes. So this really is a safe space, guys. It really is, as long as that what we talk about all falls under the YouTube community guidelines. See, it's very important that we all stay under those guidelines. So anyway, guys, I'm just going to have a little chat and just carry on until we get some more numbers in. I know we've gone a little bit early on this particular live stream, and that is simply because I had to, really, because I have some human plans I must attend to. So hopefully we can get a few more of you beautiful awakened spirits into this live today. For those of you just joining, guys, let me introduce myself. I'm your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and we are doing a mental health awareness live. Yes, this week has been Mental Health Awareness Week, and on Spiritual Awakening, we have been talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, substance abuse, and my homelessness. Yes, I was homeless at one point, and it all happened when I got caught taking substances at my place of work where I was working, guys. And ultimately that led to a lot of how you would call it, a snowball effect, I guess. So guys, it was literally, back in 2018 when this happened to Ezekiel, 2018 when this happened, see? So yes, ultimately I'd lost my job because they found out I was doing substances in work. So then straight after that then, I could, as you can imagine, I then lost my house, my home that I was living in. And then I was homeless on the streets, so I had to find all different types of places to go and live. At one point, I was living in the woods in hammocks. That was most exciting, mind, but luckily it was the summertime in the UK whilst I was in the woods. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been the best experience, and I might have not been here to tell the story, if you know what I mean. So, so guys, I really do want to try and bring awareness to all of this, because the statistics show, that men bottle all their thoughts and feelings up, you see. And that's the problem with us men, is that we do not want to talk about our problems. We want to just bottle them all up, you see. And when we do bottle them all up, it becomes what we know as depression, you see, guys. And depression is simply when we do not compress the problem. If we can compress the problem, and what I mean by compressing, what I mean is being able to focus on what the problem is, being able to see it for what it is, okay? And then asking yourself the question from your heart here, okay? You ask yourself the question. Yes. So guys, remember, you must ask. A spiritual awakening is not Guys, I'm terribly sorry. I was doing hot sauce last night, and I got hot sauce inside this mask still, so it's very spicy in here still. I do apologize. It's putting me off a little bit. Why do you wear gloves? Toby, I wear gloves because I am a human underneath. I have got big hands, alien hands. They go to about here, but they're quite difficult to be able to navigate all the things I need to do on the screen and stuff. So I just wear these gloves at the moment. I hope you can. I hope you do like this though, because guys, ultimately I'm only here for you guys, and for those of you that just joining, let me introduce myself, guys. I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes, and it is Mental Health Awareness Week, and on Spiritual Awakening, each day this week, we have been doing a mental health awareness live stream. Yes, this is a safe space for you guys to come and air your views and opinions. And yes, here we like to consider ourselves as the greatest thinkers in our time. What I mean by that, guys, is we like to think like philosophers here. Philosophers think from the heart using love and wisdom, you see. And when we can use love and wisdom, that is where we can find all the right answers in here, guys, because that's where all the answers are, right inside each and every single one of you. You already know those answers. The thing is, guys, with my substance abuse, when I did have a substance abuse, you see, I was doing those substances because I was trying to numb myself from all the bad choices that I had made, you see. So ultimately, it was down to the choices I was making in my life, although because I couldn't see the trees through the woods sort of thing. At the time, it was greatly difficult to be able to see the pattern in my behavior of the bad choices, you see. So I was so fixated on trying to, numb myself from the reality that I created around myself through the bad choices that ultimately created a negative pathway in my life. You see, there's a quantum... there is a quantum field of physics that goes on here that is not visible to the eyes, just like gravity is not visible, although we can actually test by dropping something that gravity has a force here, So there are other forces around us that we do not see but are here. And those forces are simple things also like sound frequencies. So guys, I found that sound frequencies really, really help as well, guys. Mobile Hacked, welcome to the live with his membership as well. Thank you for coming back, you legend. I do appreciate you. Knog, you look like my baby mama. Wow, do I really? Wow, I'm really happy with that. I'm happy that that makes you feel good, right? So guys, today is the mental health awareness stream that we're doing here, guys, where I will be talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my homelessness, my substance abuse, and my depression, you see, guys, because, I like to try and help you humans ascend to become spiritually awoken, because each and every single one of you humans are divine. Yes, you all hold the power. Yes, each and every single one of you all hold the power to everything, all the questions, because they are already inside of you. You just have to think from your heart, you see. Now, it can take a little bit of practice, guys, but it has taken me a bit of a time to be able to get back into my reality as a positive being, to be able to stand here today. And guys, I would not be here today if it wasn't for the Samaritan's charity, because when I was in a crisis, a time of need when I didn't want to be here anymore. I'm pretty sure you understand what I mean by that, guys. And I rang the charity Samaritans, and they were there for me. Yes? They were there for me, and I'm so grateful for the Samaritans. I really am, guys. So, guys, bike. Shane, hello, Shane. It's a pleasure to have you here. It's not a cruel world at all. It's all down to the free will that we humans have, right? So we have the choice to do good or bad. Tara, hello, welcome to the live. I really do appreciate each and every one of you coming in. Elias, hello. Welcome to the live. Thank you Thank you very much. It really is a beautiful world out there, guys. It is. And we've got to see it for what it is, as being beautiful, because it really is, guys. It's a beautiful world out there. It's just some people make bad choices. That's it. But those bad choices we must start seeing as a good thing, because there's things to be learned there, guys. That's the thing, see. When we break down what is really going on, we find out the real reasons to why we do stuff, see, guys. So, you know, I'll give you an example, guys, okay? So when I was dealing with my substance abuse, whilst I was homeless, you know, it was most difficult, you know. But right, when I was dealing with my substance abuse, I didn't know why I was doing it, you know. I just kept doing it, but obviously I was addicted, obviously, right? Bear with me a second, just have some of this coffee, actually. This world does have nice. It really does. It does. You really are right there. So, guys. So basically, guys, right? I would sit there and ask myself, you know, but in my heart, and not just in my head. Okay, so I used my heart to answer the questions, right? And the reason why I'm saying your heart, to answer questions through the heart, I mean through the feelings in your heart that you have when you ask or answer questions. The heart will respond through an emotion that you can feel in your chest, right? Because if you think of something that you love, a pet, a family member, or something you really love to do, then you can physically feel those emotions straight in this heart chakra, you see, okay? So guys, when you can sit in that heart chakra to feel those emotions when you have the questions and the answers, you will then only get truth from the heart, you see. So you will get the correct answer. And the answer was, when I asked, why am I doing substances? It said back to me, the reason being is because I want to forget, or you want to forget, all the terrible things that you chose to do, the bad choices that you made. Yes, ultimately creating the negative pathway that I was on. So, but I realized that the substance abuse was only trying to help be the remedy, but it wasn't. But at the time, I couldn't see that I was trying to use it as a remedy to numb myself from the reality and the negative pathways that I had created, you see. So ultimately, it was just realizing I was in a pattern, a circle, doing this constant circle and pattern that I needed to realize I was in to break it, to understand that I could spiritually move forward, ascend, and became an awakened spirit, you get me? So guys, a thought, a voice, yes, a voice and heart, a thought, voice and heart, you are right there. You are right there. So, Shane, really, if you, right, 2 seconds, guys, because that's a real proper comment there, so I have to reply back to you guys properly here. I really, Shane, please give me a second, please. I'm just going to get this number for you now. Please, if you are being serious, please ring, if you're in the UK or Ireland, 116 123. That's the Samaritans, please. Ring 116 123, okay? Because these things I will take seriously if you do say something like that in the comments, so please. Whew, I just need to take a breath a second because I was not expecting that. Whew, I hope that you are okay. And I am here with you right now if you need to speak, okay? You have my attention, Shane. Remember that you are loved and I respect and appreciate you, and this is a safe space, okay? So please, if you would like to speak, it is okay. I am here if you need to speak. We are all here to help you. This is a community, guys. Like I said, this is a safe space now. Oh, thank you, thank you. Magic Media Productions, I really do feel for you, and I want you to know that I really care, and thank you for your comments there. I really appreciate all the comments that you're putting in, guys. Today, you know, we've had a few comments in here that's getting a little bit tricky for me, so I'm going to try my best, guys, to be able to answer as much as I can, because as you can see, some of these comments I've not had the experience of reading before on these lives, so I do apologize, guys. You know, I am only human as well, but I am learning. So guys, I don't know everything. I'm not a professional, okay? And I will make mistakes. I just want you all to know that I really am only human, just like you guys, okay? So just remember, guys, that we're here for each other. And right now, you know, this Mental Health Awareness Week, I really want to try and bring awareness to the fact that the Samaritans are here for whatever you are facing, guys. You can call free day or night in the UK and Ireland on 116 123. That is 116 123. If you are in a crisis or you just need to talk to somebody, please ring that number in the UK and Ireland on 116 123. That's 116 123. Guys, remember, yeah, I really do appreciate each and every single one of you coming into this live. I really, really, really do. You know, so guys, I'm just going to try and catch up with these comments a bit now, bro. If you go outside, a mentally disturbed person. See. Yeah, thank you for that comment. I do appreciate you commenting, guys. I really do. Oh, right there. Single, so I'm obviously a man in a costume, see. Jason, Eddie, thank you for being back here. Sometimes it's nice to type it out, you know. Right, okay, yes. Guys. Whew. I just, today, it's, I've had a very busy week doing all these lives for mental health awareness. And yesterday we did a video after, in the evening after I'd done the mental health awareness. And right now I'm just, I have to get up extra early to do this one, to make sure I can get this live stream out for you guys, to help you guys as well. You know, because considering this mental health awareness week, that is what we're doing on this channel. Thank you all for joining in, guys. I know now, I'm eating hamburgers. Oh, nice, I really do like a hamburger. Hazel. Jason, though, thank you for being back in this live. So, guys, yes. Yeah, there is a costume, thank you. And Rupi, welcome to the live, guys. I'm sorry if I've missed a couple of you on here, but let me quickly just introduce myself and what we're doing here, guys. Okay, so I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes, and this week on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing a mental health awareness week, where we are doing a mental health awareness stream each day, and the last day will be Sunday in the UK. So guys, I am talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness. Guys, I'm an open book. I am ready to speak about all my experiences and how I overcome them, and hopefully try and give you some, some of these tools that I've learned along the way that aren't physical. They're not physical tools. They're literally tools that you can use, that sort of inner work that I think helps really good, you know. So, but you got to all remember, guys, right, that a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not, you see, because we are all divine beings, yes, and we all have free will. Free will, therefore, gives us humans and extraterrestrials the choice to do good or bad. Yes, so it's up to us with the choices that we make in our lives, ultimately creating negative pathways in our lives and not the positive pathways that we all desire and want, and we really should be having, you get me, guys, because each and every single one of you are so divine, and I am going to help unlock that in each and every single one of you humans, because when you come into this live, guys, you are literally part of the awakened spirits. Yes, and we have got a membership for that, guys, also, yes. Anyway. You guys got... No, we don't do that, Robert. We don't do that here. No, this is all about awareness of mental health. But the reasons why I was doing my substance abuse when I was back in like 2018, and until I got better, was because ultimately, once I had realized that I was doing substances to numb myself from the bad choices I made in my life, ultimately creating the negative pathways in my life, you see, because I never used to understand the reason why I did those substances and why I was abusing them. But as I started to become spiritually awoken by understanding that doing inner work, searching for all the answers instead of searching for them externally, Ezekiel searched for those answers internally. And how I did that was by using the heart, or known as the heart chakra, to be able to use love to answer questions and to ask questions also, because if you use the heart to ask yourself those questions, you will feel the love from the heart. Yes, it is very important to love yourself, yes, because the best relationship to have, the most important relationship to have, is the one with yourself. See, guys, that is the key, because every single day we wake up, we must speak kindly to ourselves, just as if you would program a computer with code in. You are programming yourself by speaking kind words to yourself, therefore using vibration frequencies to program the nervous system of the human beings. Do you know what is so important, guys? Because the nervous system is a very amazing and functioning part of the human body, you see. And the nervous system, you see, can make us feel all an array of different things, and it doesn't understand when we say things jokingly compared to real stuff, you see. So it's really important to always speak kindly to ourselves, yes, because if I spoke to myself if I spoke to my friends like I used to speak to myself, I wouldn't have any friends, you see. Simple. Anyway, guys, I'm going to catch up with these. I do apologize. I'm about to... Oh, no. Oh, guys, man, this is... Let's see, everything's going a bit crazy in here, and I got no moderators. Remember, though, guys, this really is a safe space here for each and every single one of you to air your views and opinions, right, guys? Let me just let you know what's going on here. If you were just doom scrolling and come across an alien, I'm going to try really hard to convince myself you're real, so there's hope I can be taken off this planet. I'm a man in a mask, but let me just introduce to you what I'm doing and who I am. So, guys, I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, guys, and this week we are doing a mental health awareness week with our live streams, talking about my own personal experiences, overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness. Yes, guys, I was homeless, and I was suffering with my substance abuses, and ultimately I was trying to become what we call here an awakened spirit. To become spiritually awoken, or a spiritual awakening. A spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. So therefore, if you can think from the heart chakra, yes, if we can think from the heart chakra and ask and answer the questions from here, like an example would be when I was trying to figure out why I was using substances, I asked myself from my heart, and what I mean is I asked myself and I waited to feel the emotions, the answer, the response from the question, from the heart, because the heart will tell you a response. It really will, guys, it really will. So I asked myself in the heart, why do I do these substances? Why am I doing them? And it said back to me, simply, you were doing these substances because you were trying to numb yourself, distract yourself from the negative pathway that you have created in your life. All the negative things that I have done, I was trying to ignore them by doing substances to numb myself. So the reality around me, I could forget and only focus on the present now. That's why I did them. I didn't want to be in the past or the present with my mind. I wanted to be in the present. Yes, and by being in the present on those substances made me stay on my own and be away from people. So I was really isolated, you see. So it taught me quite a lot to be able to sit there and ask those questions from the heart. And simply then I realized I needed to make better choices, you see. So I went to a rehab and started getting clean. Yes, guys, and I've been clean since. It's been over 5 years now, guys. And I am here to help you guys, to show you guys if I can do it, each and every single one of you can. Guys, we really, really can. Do you know what, guys? Being a YouTuber, I think is absolutely amazing. I think it's to be able to use this platform to be able to get across to each and every single one of you guys that you are loved and we do care. I care about you. I care about each and every single one of you guys. So this is why I want to use this platform to be able to air these things and thoughts about mental health awareness, so each and every single one of us has a safe space to come into so we can all discuss these things like philosophers. Because guys, on this channel, guys, we are literally all trying to be philosophers, so the best thinkers of our time. And what I mean by that is, guys, we use love and wisdom to be able to answer questions and ask questions, to be able to, yeah. So basically, guys, right, so I'm losing my voice a little bit, I think, guys. I really am. Last night on the show we did called Hot Holes, where we eat onion rings dipped in hot sauce, increasing in heat along the way. Then I ask questions to the guy I'm interviewing, sort of thing. The show definitely lived up to its name this morning, I'm telling you. And the fact that I've still got hot sauce on the inside of this mask, I was burning all the way up here and all the way around inside there on my face. So it's still burning today now because I put this thing back on. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry for the... Why is that, Crammer? Could you let me know why you're sorry for the British people? Is it because we don't get very good weather down here? It's always rainy. What about those of us that don't seek help out of inflicting our self-pain onto others, no matter how much people say they want to help you? Don't want to seek out inflicting. So for those of us that don't want to seek out, help, or, that right now is the pathway that you're going to choose right now. And that's okay, because right now that is where you need to be at in order to then become spiritually awoken, if that's a pathway that you wish to take, you see. But a spiritual awakening, remember, right, is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not, yes. And what I mean by that, guys, is being able to, make better choices. Because ultimately, when I decided to make better choices in my life, although, guys, I fully understand that sometimes with all the overwhelming things that can happen in our lives, it becomes very difficult to be able to see the woods through the trees, I think they say. So I am a survivor of being, I tried to unalive myself twice in my life, guys. And when it came to the third time where I almost did it, I rang the Samaritans, guys. And you can ring the Samaritans charity in the UK, guys. Yes, whatever you're facing, guys, they are here to listen. So you can ring them, or you can call free day or night on 116 123. That's Ireland in the UK on 116 123, guys. Whatever you're facing, guys, please ring them. They will be there for you day and night to speak to you guys, okay? Right, guys, I'm really, really behind on this chat, you see, because there's so many amazing people in here sharing their thoughts and opinions, guys. I really do appreciate you all popping in and letting us know what's going on. What do you look like without the mask, Kryptonite? I would love to show you, but I'm pretty sure if you go and check out some of our other videos, you might just figure out who I actually am. But maybe one day I'll do a face reveal, or maybe because some people would like to see me doing some of these mental health awarenesses as my human self. Would you be interested in that, guys? Oh, pardon me. Prove you're an alien by shouting out free. Guys, I'm just a man in a mask, see? That's it. I'm not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes, guys. Go back to Saturn. Thank you, that's funny. You're funny, you are. I do enjoy your comment, thank you. Right then, E.T. phone home VE has a funny one as well, thank you. I do appreciate it. This boring, that's not a problem. We do enjoy you coming in there. Thank you. How long did your depression last, regardless of the time you abused substances? So I will tell you the truth about this, guys. So my depression lasted as long as, do you know what? So I'll tell you the truth about that, because it is still, although I say I overcome it, I still live with it. I still live with my mental health, you see. It's still here, okay? But it's all about understanding that I acknowledge it. And when it does show up, because it is not there all the time, it's not every day that, I wake up and feel depressed now. I wake up better, I wake up more happier than I do depressed now these days, yeah? But before, when I was waking up depressed most days, I used to find it really, really difficult, very, very difficult to be able to function, to be able to want to do something. And for one, I didn't have a purpose. And because I didn't have purpose, I felt like I had no business being here, and I felt as if I was a waste of space, and I wasn't worth anything. I felt worthless. And I used to speak very badly to myself in the mirror. I would say horrible things to myself in the mirror to bring myself down further, And the thing is, though, our nervous systems don't understand when we're not truthful, and when we're being truthful, and when we say things like, blah 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 at yourself, blah 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 blah. The body, thinks that these things are real, and that you can actually cause yourself more harm by doing that, you see, because you can cause negative pathways to occur because of that stuff. Because ultimately, when we make bad choices, you see, that's why I was going wrong. I made bad choices, ultimately leading to negative pathways. And once I could understand I was in a pattern, a cycle, a circle, doing circles, doing the same thing, this pattern, I understood and I'd seen it for what it was. Once I could take my depression and compress it, although this took years to do, guys, it took me years to do, but I am sharing with you, the tools, how I managed to understand it and overcome it. So guys, I took my depression and I compressed it. And what I simply mean by compressing my depression was, guys, that I sat on my own, right, and I asked myself in my heart, right, Ezekiel, why are you doing substances? And I asked myself from the heart, because when you do, you only get a true response back through emotions out of the heart chakra. I asked, why am I doing substances? They said back to me, you were doing substances because you were trying to numb yourself from all the bad choices that you have made in your life, creating the negative pathways. So I was shocked at first, but I already knew the answer because it was already there. I just needed the time to be able to sit with my heart chakra open to ask that question in the heart chakra and not in the head, because I was literally just trying to numb myself, to free my mind from the reality that I had created. And here's probably one of my favorite tools that I can share with you guys, yeah? We, each and every single one of us, are all the actors, the scriptwriter, and the editors of our own plays. At any time you can change your act, you can change the script, and you can change the edit, guys. Yes, this is possible, yes? Depression is sort of like your body telling you, I do not like the character you are playing. It's exhausting me. Do you understand? So it's ultimately up to us to be able to change the character that we become simply by realizing we can change the actor, the act, yes, the script, and we can edit our own way. So this is what I'm trying to teach to you guys, is the tools and understanding how to use these tools. It's all about asking those questions within the heart, because the heart does not lie, guys. It really doesn't. The heart will show you the emotions and you will feel them, and then those answers will immediately pop into your minds. Guys, it really is crazy cool, man. I do like the way all the physics works around this, because just like we can observe gravity by dropping things, but we can't see the gravity, but there's all these amazing other physical powers that go around us like gravity that happen on a metaphysical scale, like love. Love is a contagious thing, in the most amazing way. And you can feel all different types of love for things like your pets, family members, and yourself. And it's so important to be able to love yourself because you are the most important character in your play, remember, because you play all the parts. Yes! So guys, let me just let you know who I am. So I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial. Yes, Ezekiel. So today we are doing this mental health live stream to bring awareness to mental health. Yes, we are, because I, Ezekiel, will be talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness. Yes, I am an open book here. You can literally come into this chat and just speak your mind, guys, as long as it falls within the YouTube community guidelines, guys. Yes, as long as we're playing under those guidelines, it's a safe space for each and every single one of you to air your thoughts, guys. So let's try and get lol the loop. I do apologize because if you think about all the people who just keep popping in, I gotta let them know what's going on. Declan, Lucy, are you okay? Is everybody okay here, guys? Let me all know how you're all feeling today. I would love to know how your weekends are going and what you have been up to, because all of you humans do such amazing, wonderful, different things. How do you escape Area 51? Well, later on this evening, we will probably be doing another live stream talking about such topics. So today, obviously, we're doing the mental health awareness live stream. So we're going to be sticking to a topic about that one right now. Thank you. Good question. The internet has gone nuts, you said. Bottle of water, bro, skipped. What do you mean? I think I understand. I do have one of them, and yesterday we did a show called Hot Holes, where we eat some of the hottest sauce in the world on onion rings, increasing in heat from not that hot to melting my face off yesterday it was, and it's still burning my mask underneath here right now. It's burning my face. So guys, if you want to check that video out, it was the live before this last night. Go check it out. It's called Hot Holes, Alien Hot Holes, where I interrogate my contestants with the hot sauces and ask them some random questions. It's really, really interesting. It is. You should go check it out. You used to, yes, like that stuff I used to take. Do you know what? So the devil's dust, I call it on here, so I can say, But yeah, it was very difficult to stop that, Hey, if you're being serious, can you open up honestly about your addiction and how you made... Yes, definitely, I can do that, right. So ultimately, once I had asked myself, why was I doing those substances? I then realized, because I asked myself from the heart, all known as the heart chakra, where the emotions come from the heart. Once I had realized that I was doing them because I was trying to numb myself from all the bad choices and the reality and the negative pathways I had created in my life, I could then start to, what we call here, become spiritually awakened. And to do that, to become spiritually awakened, like I said, okay, it's not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not, right? So then the next step of my substance abuse, guys, right? I needed to get off the substance, so I was speaking to the charities, and I think it was I did mention it to the Samaritans. And we basically, I think they gave me the number for the rehab, I think it was, in my local community. CDAF, I think it was called, something like that. I do apologise, I haven't actually got the proper details about that. I should go and get those details so I can actually help other people out as well with them. So ultimately, then, once I had gotten help with the substance abuse, it became, much easier because I had someone I can go and talk to on a weekly basis, pop it in for the meetings. Although because of the type of substance I was using, there was no medications for the withdrawals or anything for the withdrawals to help me stop and to help me ultimately come off the substance. So I literally had to use my free will to use good or to choose to do good or bad, and the pull that made me want to get clean was bigger than the pull that was trying to pull me back down, you see, because I realized that the continuous circle of things that I was doing wrong. But because I wanted to make the positive changes, it allowed me to be able to, just sit with myself long enough. And at the time, I did manage to come across a wonderful lady on the internet during my recovery known as Dolores Cannon. Dolores Cannon, she was a really big part of my spiritual awakening, because without her and her insight and understanding on the metaphysical and the physical realm, and spiritual stuff, then I would probably not have a lot of this information to be able to share with you guys, you see. I can't dive too deep into the metaphysical level with the spiritual stuff because right now it's a little bit too heavy for the topic that we're doing. So there can be other live streams that we're going to be doing that we could hit these topics on further. But so once I managed to stop the substances long enough, yes, I then could focus on my health. So focusing on my health allowed me to research and understand a lot more about the biology of the body and how it functions and how different foods can actually have different impacts, not only on my physical health, but also my mental well-being. So guys, yes, eating all the junk foods also was not good for me because it also made my mental health worse, it did, guys. So when I recognized that pattern, I could also break that pattern. So I asked myself those questions too from the heart chakra, so I got all those answers, you see, because when we continuously try to look for all the answers externally around us, that is where we need to realize that the answers already are in each and every single one of us when we think from the heart. You see, when we can think from the heart, we can only get the truth, guys. You see, when we use our head to think, especially when we are in a time where we can only think of racing thoughts, then it is very difficult. But when we can sit in the heart and think, that is a whole other place called inner work. This inner work allowed me to be able to free my soul to become spiritually awoken. A spiritual awakening, remember guys, is not changing who you are, it's simply discarding who you're not. So ultimately, once I managed to get off the substances long enough, I was then able to move to the next stage, which was then sorting out my homelessness. Yes, guys. And ultimately, once I did sort out my homelessness, and I was fortunately to be given a hotel to live in for some year and a half. I lived in a hotel. Now, during my time at the hotel, I seen some horrific things. I seen some, very questionable things that had happened. And at one time, I feared for my own life there. It was a very scary time, but at the same time, an amazing opportunity, because I took the time at the year and a half I lived in this hotel, in my homelessness, if that's where they put me. I lived in this hotel during COVID in 2000, right? And over the year and a half of living in that hotel, I could have chose to do with my free will, good or bad. I asked myself through my heart chakra when I got into that hotel, right, you can either continue going down that pathway of negativity, creating more negativity, and use this hotel to be a place where I can abuse myself more with the substances and create more depression, or I could use that year and a half in that hotel to better myself and get well and get better. And I see this as a great opportunity to be able to do what I wanted, and that was to be able to push myself to get to where I needed to be, getting better and getting well and staying clean and being able to be a father again to my child. Sorry, guys. Because I was not there. And I do not blame myself for it. It's okay because I made bad choices. Now I make better choices, you see. But touching on a topic of my own offspring then, really, that hit me hard then, guys. I'm sure you can understand those who have children. But yes, during the time when I was on my substance abuse, I, as a father, was not around. And the reasons why was because I was too weak to be able to be a father at the time. And that I am okay with right now, but at the time it was a big part of my mental health. And it was what pushed me forward, knowing that the relationship could be rebuilt. And it was. And I love that. I love my kids. I really do. I only had the one at the time then. And he has grown up to be the most amazing person, and I love him very much. But yes, as you can see, or as you can hear, guys, got me a bit, that one, so I am crying under here. But like I said, guys, I am an open book, and I'm ready to speak, and I really do appreciate each and every single one of you in here stopping to listen, because, you know, ultimately, I am only human, guys, and, you know, I've made bad choices in my life, and now I can make better choices. I can help you guys too. So, it's gotten really wet under this mask now. Oh, got a few tears there. But yeah, guys, it's never too late. You know, I used to think that I was a terrible dad, that I wasn't seeing my child at the time, you know. And I think that, you know, that the strength that I had in me, you know, I was using everything I had to not do the drugs so I can go and see him again, you know. So these were the sort of reasons why I wanted to stop, because I wanted to become human again, and be present in the life of my child and of my family. So yes, guys, that was how important it was for me to be able to be present in the life of my loved ones again. You know, I was on my own so much doing substances that, you know, when I could actually sit with myself and learn what it taught me all those times on my own, not being present with my family members, was that it just, you know, I realized how important it is to have people around you who care, you know. So guys, for those of you that just joined in though, let me introduce myself. I'm your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and we are doing a mental health awareness stream here. Thank you, Trip. I do appreciate you guys. I am literally telling you the truth about my life because I want to share it with you guys, because I am here today, and the only reason why I'm here today, guys, is because of the Samaritans charity that were there for me when I was in my crisis, guys. When I picked up the phone in my time of crisis, and the Samaritans were there for me. They really were, guys, and I would not be here today if it was not for the Samaritans. So, guys, whatever you are facing, right, you can call day, free or night. You can call free day or night, guys, in the island, in the UK, on 116 123, guys. You really can. You know, the Samaritans will be there for you to answer the phone. If you're ringing in the UK and the island, you can ring on 116 123. The Samaritans were there for Ezekiel, and they could be there for you. This is why we're doing these mental health awareness live streams, guys. And yes, I am crying under this mask a little bit, but each time that I'm getting these emotions out, it really is helping me, you know, guys. Crying is okay, guys. It is okay to cry, okay? Us men are allowed to cry, okay? Because we are only humans, you know. We really, really are, guys. we really are only humans, you know. And I think it's really, really important because the statistics show that around the world that men are the ones that are highest on the statistics for unaliving themselves, guys. And I have literally been there. I have been there. And if it wasn't for the Samaritans, guys, you know, I would not be here. So guys, whatever you're facing, you can call free day or night the Samaritans on 116 123. That's the UK and Ireland on 116 123. So guys, yes, this is a mental health awareness stream, and I am literally telling you all about my own personal experiences with my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness, guys. And if you haven't already, please, guys, double tap the screen, give it a thumbs up by here if you can. If you can't, double tap it, and please subscribe. It's literally free to do so, guys, and you really will be helping this channel out. I am Ezekiel, and I am talking about my own personal experiences with the depression, substance abuse, and homelessness. So guys, I think there's someone speaking Spanish there. Ayo, I am just a man in a mask, guys. I'm not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I hope you are well. Thank you. You should do. Thank you. Appreciate that. Cap King, why as an alien? Why am I as an alien? The reason being is this character that I play is called Ezekiel, and he has been playing a character in our videos, and recently I was given the opportunity by YouTube, who reached out to me to do these YouTube vertical live streams where you will ultimately see these live streams in the doom scroll, if you understand what I mean, because it's a short. Unlike the other live streams that are horizontal, that don't pop up in these vertical live streams. So guys, YouTube have asked me to do vertical lives, and this was one of the topics I chose to do for Mental Health Awareness Week, of course, because I am a survivor. And guys, I want to share with each and every single one of you my personal experiences, how I overcame my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness, guys, because if I can do it, each and every one of you can do it too. And all the tools that I learned along the way from all the amazing people that I had to experience, I'm teaching you those tools in these lives, which aren't physical tools. They are sort of metaphysical. They are how to do the inner work. The inner work is what I mean. What I mean is being able to ask yourself the questions through your heart, or known as the heart chakra, ultimately creating better decisions, making better pathways in our lives. Yes, we are making new pathways here. Yes, it's very important to understand that there will be always negative and positive things that happen in our lives. It's just that we get better at reacting to these negative things when they happen. So that was my problem. I was always reacting and never trying to understand what the problem was trying to teach me, you see. And there is always an answer to these problems. We just have to ask ourselves internally in the heart chakra, and not always in the mind, you see. It's so important to think from the heart when it comes to these topics. So guys, if any of you are struggling with your mental health right now, yeah, and you just need someone to listen to who is on your level, guys, I am here for you. This is a safe space, guys, for you to be able to just come in and listen. It really is, because guys, if you know, sometimes you might not want to talk. I understand that, but when you are ready, remember, we are here for you. This is the community, yes, of awakened spirits, you see. And in this community, we look after each other here, guys. We really, really do. So we want good and positive comments in here, but we do appreciate all your comments, even when the negative ones appear, because they also can show us how the positive can be flipped out of a negative, you see. So examples always do great when they pop up in the comments and I read them and it's negative, and I can show you how we turn them into our positives, you see. So I'll give you an example right now. Some people pop into these lives and say, you're doing a mental health awareness week and you're wearing a mask. Isn't that, you know, a bit stupid, they'll say to me. So I'll sit for a second, and once I've read that comment, I'll say something along the lines of, do you know what? I really do enjoy people coming in with their comments, and that is a really, really good question. So then understand that, the reasons why I wear this mask, people might not understand why I'm wearing it, so they might ask those questions. So ultimately, then I would ask something like, oh, so would you prefer me to do maybe some of these lives without the mask in my human form? Because, some people might prefer that, and others might prefer this. So then I would be able to suit others also, and then get my positive points and my metaphysical tools across to each and every single one of you in your own unique ways, because we're all very different, and I understand that, and some people would like to see different things. So that's the negative comment being flipped into a positive that then is going to help me as a content creator be able to help each and every single one of you better by creating content that suits each and every single one of you better, you see, because this alien character might not align with everybody who comes into these lives, but that is okay, because then that can give Ezekiel the idea and opportunity to be able to do some more personal growth as a communicator, yes, and as a content creator also, you see. So being able to see the positives in those negatives really, really can change our lives in the most unique and positive way that is so amazingly easy once we can realize that the patterns in these behaviors, we simply must only recognize them. And once we can recognize them, it really is amazing to see it happen in your own lives, guys. So this is why we do what we do on this channel, because we really are here to help, guys. Like I said, this is a safe space, remember. So anyway, I'm going to try and keep up with some of these comments now, guys, because I really do enjoy you all being in here. Keep it up, you're amazing and cool. Thank you so much, Gamesha. Really do appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you all. Will the Thrill, hello, I really appreciate you. Sandream, welcome. S-Dream, welcome. SJ Steve, DJ Steve, hello, welcome. Seth, welcome. Egg, what egg? Oh, thank you, I do really appreciate you. Mr. Blitz, stay strong. Musgraph, I'm sending positive energy to you. Thank you all so much, guys. I really do love that you're all sending positive energy. Show your human face once, please, Mr. Alien, once. Belle, unfortunately, on this live, I can't, but we might do a face reveal one day, depending on how many viewers and stuff we can get. I'm absolutely cooked in. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Vince Cam, thank you. Guys, all double tap the screen to like the live, guys, or just hit the thumbs up, please, guys. And go and subscribe, guys. Please go and do it quickly, because we haven't got much time left on this live, because I've got to go and do some stuff in my human life. But later on tonight, I will be back, and we will be touching on the topics of things like, are aliens real? What goes on at Area 51? And we'll be talking about all things on the topic of aliens, metaphysical, space, UFOs. We can talk more in depth about how I landed here, how I crash landed here on my UFO, and where you can go to see that UFO is literally on the channel page. It's a video that's pinned on the top of the channel. It's called Ouija Board at a UFO Crash Site. The thumbnail is a video. It is me holding a Ouija board and a crashed UFO behind me. In that video, you will get to know way more about this channel and understanding my struggles with mental health and addictions. In that trailer is like a music trailer in there, and then part for the Samaritans tribute. And then you'll learn all about my UFO and how I came to crash land on this planet. It's really, really interesting how we blended it in and then fitted Ezekiel in with the vibe of this flow we did with the videos. So guys, this channel is really all about spiritual awakenings, guys. A spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. Yes, guys, and this week we are doing a mental health awareness stream each day, yes, up until Sunday being our last day in the UK doing one. And then, guys, I'm going to decide how moving forward we are going to do these mental health awareness lives, because the numbers that keep coming in is showing me that you guys really do appreciate this live stream. So I really do appreciate you guys coming in and sharing and voicing your opinions, because you all have such amazing things to say. Perfect time I found you going through mental stuff or a breakdown again. Do you have anything personal to talk? Somewhat need a real one like you to talk to. If not, happy I found you. Does, yes, I am literally going to concentrate on your question right now. So I am happy that we have found each other now, guys, especially you does, because this is what I love best doing, and that is helping, you know. And ultimately, my personal experiences, I like to talk about them because it helps me personally. I get it all off my chest. Although I might cry sometimes on certain topics, we are only men, and it's okay. We can cry. It's okay to cry and show our emotions as men that we are. Okay, so yes, so I mean, if you are going through anything like that, guys, right, especially you does, right, if you are going through anything as crisis, or you really, really need to speak to someone in your time of crisis, and you need to speak to someone, please, you can ring the Samaritans in the UK or Ireland on 116 123. That's 116 123. Whatever you are facing, does, right? They are here to listen day or night, and you can call for free. As long as it's within the UK or Ireland, on 116 123. I'm not sure of the extension numbers for other countries yet, but I will be getting that information to help share with you guys. But really, does, you know, for me, my mental health, I realized that, you know, with the substance abuse that I was doing, ultimately I needed to make better choices, and then creating a positive pathway in my life, because the substances that I was abusing were only trying to numb my brain to stop thinking about all the negativity and the bad choices I had made. Therefore, I was trying to use substances as a remedy. It was the remedy I was trying to use, but it was not working, because simply I was trying to forget, and forgetting my problems was not working for me. Therefore, being able to realize that I was in a pattern, a circle, doing the same thing, constantly expecting different results. No, I had to break that pattern, but I didn't know I was in it, so I had to realize that I was in the pattern. Therefore, I had to ask myself, in my heart chakra. So you listening, Doz? You ready for this? I asked myself in my heart chakra with my eyes closed, I said, why am I doing substances? My heart said back to me through emotions, you're doing these substances because you are trying to forget all the negative things that you have chosen to do in your life, ultimately creating negative pathways in your life. So, once I could realize and understand that the substance abuse was only me merely trying to create the remedy to solve my problem, I realized that it wasn't the remedy, it was an addiction, yes? So I needed to see it for what it was, so then I could turn it from depression into compression. And once I could compress my addiction to see it for what it was, and what I mean by to compress it was when I let it get out of hand, it became depression out here. It was out here. And once I could think using my heart here, I could look at it and ask the question properly. Why am I doing these substances? And yet, because I sat in this inner work, we call it, when I sat in the heart chakra to ask those questions, it gives you only truth back. The truth, but only with love. And as we like to call ourselves on this channel, some of the greatest thinkers in our times, we are philosophers. So we use love and wisdom to be able to come up with the answers to the questions, you see. And if we use love and wisdom to be able to come up with the questions, we can't go wrong, because philosophy is so important for humanity, you see. Being able to think like some of the greatest thinkers in our past, Aristotle being one of them, if we can think using love and wisdom, especially when it comes to the inner work that we can do with ourselves to help free us from such depressions, to compress them, to see them for what they are, and to release them. So all the problems that we are looking for, we look for externally, these problems are not external, they are only able to answer them from within. You answer these problems within, and your external problems will start to go away because you will realize that they were never really the external. Only the answers within will shine the light on that darkness. So guys, sometimes you've got to go through the dark in order to see the light. And sometimes you must go through the light to get to the dark. You see, it's all down to the choices that we make in our lives that ultimately create those positive pathways. Doors, I hope that helps. I really do appreciate your comment there. I really do. What a legend you all are. So guys, I haven't got much time here today, but in case you guys didn't know, I've been compressing so hard I created a black hole. You guys lucky I saved you. Wow! You created a black hole. You must be some sort of superhero with some superpowers there. Wow, that's incredible. I do like it though. It's quite funny. I do enjoy people like that in these comments. So guys, you need to elevate the comments. I know, I haven't got my mods in here, guys. Jessica, you speak for me and I appreciate it. Thank you all for treating each other really kindly here. Do you? Kels, thank you for joining back in. Kels, I do appreciate you dropping back in. Thank you very much, Kels. Unfortunately, we're pretty much at the end of this, we are. But thank you for joining in because I got some human things I've got to go and do in a bit, see? So, yeah. But yeah, thank you for joining in. I do appreciate it, Kels. Cade Frost, go home again. There's a funny comment. I like that. But does, thank you. Love, I said, definitely needed someone like you to come across. Last breakdown was worse for me. The darker you know, the time around, I'm asking questions and stuff to myself. Yes, you know, I think it's just really, really, really important though, right? That, you know, that this safe space that we're creating here on this channel for people like yourself to be able to tune in and ask for some help as well and be able to talk with Ezekiel like you have. You know, it really, really, really is a special time for me, you know, when people open up to me like you have. So Doz, I really, really do appreciate you opening up. I really do appreciate you coming in. And do you know what? Whenever you need to speak to me, please just drop a comment on anything on my channel, and I promise you, Doz, I will personally get back to you personally, okay? I mean that. I don't forget, Doz, okay? So as long as your profile name stays the same, okay? I won't forget who that you are because I literally understand you, okay? I literally do, and I'm having a little bit of a... Do you get me? I'm welling up under here a little bit because I do understand. I've been there, man. Been there, okay? Remember, this is the place where we can come to be a safe space, okay? You know, these live streams are literally, guys, where we are all cared about and we are all loved here, okay? And this is where we can come for our safe space, guys. And also, we can come here to help teach each other amazing things like these metaphysical tools that we can help teach each other to use to help us through the days, you know, guys, because it's not every day our mental health gets really bad. Some days it can be, you know, up and down. Some weeks it's up and down. Some weeks it's just completely, you know, it could be, you know, mental health all week. But, you know, we got to recognize though when we're up and when we're down. And when we're up, you know, it's important to understand that, you know, that there's this biorhythm that we're always going to be riding, because I know my mental health is always with me. It's never going to leave me, but I acknowledge it, you see, because I acknowledge it and I've done my inner work, understanding, because ultimately, like, us as humans, we live inside, we're spirits living inside these physical bodies, you see. And these physical bodies, you know, that we need to look after them. And as a spirit coming into a human form on this planet, we have free will to do good or bad. Therefore, the spirit wants to be greedy and do all the things that humans can do, ultimately, then leading to some of the bad choices I made. But when we realize the spirit and the body are two separate things, and that the spirit must allow the body to be nourished, then we can then treat the spirit back well. And the reason why we can treat the spirit back even better is being able to make the good choices, because then the spirit can evolve. And that is how humans evolve spiritually, guys. Yes, we spiritually evolve. Yes, we're not going to evolve to have, like, wings and stuff to fly around. We evolve spiritually. And that is by doing the inner work that wasn't taught to us. Because the inner work is so important, guys, that unlocking that inner work will literally allow you to be able to unlock the best parts and the happiest parts of your life to create the positive vibrations and outcomes and pathways in our lives. It's built up on a quantum scale that we cannot see in this world, because just like if we were to drop something right now, we can see gravity, we can observe gravity, but we can't physically touch gravity because it's not a thing we can grab. Just like how our emotions and thoughts can have a effect on the reality, the quantum fabric around us can be affected by our very thoughts and emotions. See, that is how this very world runs on the very fabric of our emotions and thoughts. So everything, if you think about it, everything in this world, even right now, was once, so right now, so you guys, the objects in your house, the objects all around you right now, all of them were all created, right? So once upon a time, each and every single one of the objects around us right now was a thought in somebody's mind before they were created, right? So that literally means that this world around us, right, is a creation of all the thoughts that have been in someone's mind. Therefore, this reality, this physical 3D reality we see around us, is built upon all the thoughts that come out of our imaginations. Isn't that marvelous? So if you think about it, so all the time and effort that went into creating this mug, somebody had the idea to do it. So that idea was not even real at first. It didn't even have a physical form. It was a two-dimensional thought that then came out as an idea to become a three-dimensional physical object. So everything that we see around us was once a thought in somebody's creative mind for it to have been there, guys. So each and every single one of us can understand now how powerful these thoughts are, and that this reality is built upon those thoughts, guys. Look at all the objects. They're all creations of your human thoughts. Isn't that quite remarkable, guys? Yes, that literally shows how important our thoughts are. That the reality that we think inside our mind will then create itself through the third dimensional reality in front of us. Yes, in this third dimensional reality you call the plane Earth. Yes, or we call Gaia. Right then, guys, I have to go now. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you all for being in this mental health awareness live stream. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you being in here. So guys, whatever you're facing, day or night, the Samaritans are here to listen to you guys. You can call the Samaritans in the UK and Ireland on 116 123. That's 116 123. So guys, I really do appreciate you all coming into this live and all commenting. I'm sorry that I didn't get to read everybody's comment. And Doors, thank you for the love heart. I do appreciate you. See, you are standing out to me now. That's the thing, see. I don't forget these things, Doors, and I will remember your name. I really will. So everybody, I appreciate you all. Appreciate each and every... Oh, Luke, my moderator's just got in here now. Yes, Luke, we are going live later on as well. The only reason why I'm doing it now is because I got my human child in a bit. So guys, like I said, I'm just about to leave. Kels, thank you. I learned a new hobby, cricket. It helps. That's amazing to hear, Kels. It really is. And you are an inspiration to the rest of us here. Guys, see Kels there. She was doing what she loves to do, and it really does help with our well-being, and certainly has helped there with Kel's well-being. Thank you, Kels. I really do appreciate you there. So guys, and Mr. Blitz, thank you so much. Random guy, crochet, thank you. I do appreciate you all tuning in, guys. Cade, thank you. Yes, guys. Judge guy, thank you. I really do appreciate you all. So guys, thank you so much. I really do got to go now because I got some human things I got to do. But later on, we will be tuning back in for another live, talking all about alien stuff. You're going to love it, guys. And we're going to be tuning in most likely with our Luke by here, who's our moderator. So guys, yeah, make sure if you want to check us out later on to get our notifications, make sure you double tap the screen to like the live, subscribe, hit the bell notifications so you will get the notifications, guys, as soon as we go live. I know though that YouTube doesn't push out notifications to everyone, so I do apologize if you turn up late or don't get any notifications until the day after, because YouTube does that sometimes, guys. We do apologize here at the channel. And yeah, again, quickly, I do apologize I missed your comment, guys, but I've been talking in depth to individuals as well, so I hope you all understand that I've got to take the time to be able to speak to people, you know, because it was a really important one for me. So yeah, guys and does, have a lovely rest of your day, and, you know, remember, a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. Guys, I love each and every single one of you. I really do. Stay safe, and I love you all. Goodbye.